The Eye of Horus. For many it is known as a simple symbol of protection, an amulet worn for good fortune. Yet within the Egyptian mystery schools it is far more than this. It is a living glyph carrying profound knowledge of perception, restoration and divine order. To gaze upon the Udjat, the Eye of Horus, is to look into a map of the senses, the soul, and into the very architecture of consciousness itself. The ancients did not study the Eye of Horus as a decoration. They entered into it as a sacred science of vision, both outward and inward. It was a key to awakening the Udjat, the spinal current, to refining the car, the vital essence, and to aligning the bar, the radiant soul, with divine will. The eye anchored the initiate into the victorious sight of Heru, the awakened sun, who restored divine order through Mat. Look closely at the Eye of Horus, and you will see that it is not whole at first glance. It is composed of 6 sacred parts, each one corresponding to a sense marked with a fractional measure. 1/2 for smell, linked to the nose, 1/4 for sight, the pupil of the eye, 1/8 for thought, represented by the brow, 1/16 for the hearing, connected to the ear, 1/32 for taste, carried by the tongue, and 1/64 for touch, the subtle sense of the skin. Together these fractions form a sacred mathematics, a path of wholeness. They reveal that perception itself, through the harmony of the senses, is a ladder leading the soul back to unity. I restore the eye restores me. What makes this teaching even more astonishing is its link with human physiology. When seen in profile, the Eye of Horus mirrors the anatomy of the brain, most especially the pineal gland, seat of inner sight and spiritual awakening. This is no coincidence. The initiates of the houses of life knew that the pineal was a jewel of divine perception, a bridge between human consciousness and the light of the eternal. The eye, then, was not merely a symbol, but a tool used in meditation and visualization to activate higher states of awareness. There is yet another mystery. In the ancient myths, the Eye of Horus was wounded in his battle with Set, and later restored by Tehuti, the god of wisdom and divine measure. Thus the eye is also a symbol of healing, remembrance, and restoration. To meditate upon it is to participate in this act of healing, to gather the fragmented parts of the self and to reassemble them into wholeness. In the higher mysteries, it is taught that only when the right and the left eye are brought into harmony, the solar and the lunar, the rational and the intuitive, does the true inner eye awaken. This is the eye of the Ba, the soul's own vision, through which reality is seen not in fragments, but as a living totality aligned with Ma'at. So the Eye of Horus is not a relic of the past. It is a living diagram of consciousness, a pathway to restoring vision, and a reminder that perception itself can be a sacred act. To behold it with understanding is to begin the journey of remembrance, the journey of restoring the eye within. I am not the one who sees, I am the seeing itself.